So in today's video, we are going to be talking about 8 practical everyday use cases that you can use Gemini 3.0 for. Now we're going to be starting very simple and we're going to be working our way up. But the first one is something that you may want to use every single day. So let's say you go to the grocery store and you find a bag of noodles, something that you want to eat, but you might be a bit health conscious and you want to make sure that you're not just like poisoning your body while doing it. Well, you could come into ChatGPT, for instance, snap a picture of the product that you want to buy and ask it a question like, hey, can you actually rate this food on a 1 to 10 scale to make sure that I'm not absolutely decimating my body by eating something that tastes slightly tasty? And it will go ahead and just based on one screenshot, keep in mind we're not even entering in the ingredients or the the macronutrients. We're going to ask it to rate it, and with this particular product, which I don't think I'm going to pronounce correctly over here, it's giving it a 3 out of 10 rating on a typical health scale due to high content of sodium, fat, and refined carbohydrates. And so that's just one practical use case where you can implement a large language model into your everyday life. Another example could be, let's face it, you go to a restaurant, you're like, wow, this food's incredibly tasty, but you can like see all of the grease and all the fat kind of like simmering out of the food. And maybe you want to make sure that you're counting your calories, because if you eat a lot today, maybe you want to take some time off tomorrow. So I put in a prompt here saying, here's my dinner. Can you list out all of the ingredients and create a table with every ingredient with the rough breakdown of proteins, carbs, fats, calories based on the portion size? And so what Gemini 3.0 can do is take a look at that picture and then break it down. So we got chicken, rice, curry sauce, cilantro, and garnish. And here's the total. We got protein, 39 to 50 grams of protein. We got 50 to 61 grams of carbs, fats, and calories. Now, obviously, this is just rough. It's not like it's going to give it down to the absolute most granular results, but it gets you pretty close there, especially if you're just snapping a picture and putting it into some health tracker or whatever the case may be. Sweet. So those are 2 examples of the first use case. Now, what we're going to do is head over to the second use case, which we are going to be using Gemini 3.0 to build up full-blown web applications. Now, I don't know about you, but I feel like 10 years ago, if you prophesized about building web apps without writing a single line of code, you would have been burnt to the stake as like a witch or something like that. But now in 2025, we can easily go ahead and do that. For this use case, we're going to be building out this sexy Stripe landing page with the nice wavy background, which I've always wanted to build, but unfortunately it's like incredibly difficult to do. I couldn't figure it out. But now what we're going to do is have Gemini 3.0 build this for us. I'm actually going to take a screenshot of this landing page just to give Gemini 3.0 an image of exactly what we're looking for, and I'm going to let it know to please create me an identical landing page to Stripe, but only for AI automation services, because that's the agency that I have with the motion graphic in the background like Stripe has. Okay, and what we're going to do is wait a couple minutes here. This is going to develop and we're going to return back once it's been completed. Sweet. So we've gone ahead and we've completed the app and it looks pretty cool. I mean, those waves are obviously really aggressive. That looks like a typhoon on a screen, but it does get the job done. And of course, we could go back and forth and we could perfect this. Just to give you another example, I've built this out 3 times and I'll show you the other examples as well. So this is a second example that I was able to generate. I had to go back and forth with it 1 time, or I think twice, to get this result. And this was also a first shot. So it's very possible to be able to generate this kind of stuff using Gemini 3.0. And of course, you may want to just, give an additional prompt just to make sure that you get it exactly the way you want it. So now we're going to move on to use case number 3, which is one of my absolute favorites, which is designing beautiful, stunning Google slide presentations. So let me pose a scenario to you, okay? And there's many different use cases for this, but let's say you have a sales call, okay? It's a follow-up sales call that obviously you were not meant to forget, but of course, let's be honest, you did, and you have to quickly create a customized proposal in the next 10 minutes before you jump on that call. And so you have to research all of the notes, all the emails, all the documents, but you don't have time to do all of that kind of stuff. And so maybe what you can do instead is head over to Gemini and you can plug in access to your Gmail over here and ask it to find the most recent emails that you've sent to this particular client. And it's going to go through all of your inbox with that person and pull out all of the relevant information. And what we're going to do is, first of all, use that information as a base. So it's going to find things like what the price is and what the commitment is and what the problems were and what the recap was and all of that kind of information, right? So we can actually pull this out in real time right here. And then what we can do is we can go ahead and ask it to take that information and create a Google slide presentation based on the information found in the presentation. And again, we're going to ask it to design that presentation just like Stripe. As you can see, I'm a huge fanboy for Stripe. We just need to do one additional thing over here and go to tools and select canvas, which essentially allows it to create beautiful designs and create Google presentations. I'm also going to go ahead and add in a couple screenshots of Stripe, just because anytime you're dealing with screenshots, the more information you provided with, the better off it's going to be in understanding what you were looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a couple more screenshots, maybe just one more, and then throw it in there. Now you can add as many as you want, but 3 is good for this particular demo here. Awesome. And now what we can do is click send right over here and watch this play out in real time. Now, while we wait for this to load, I just want to point out here that you do have to enable Gemini to be able to search through your email inbox and so on and so forth by going to connected apps over here in the settings and enabling the workspace over here, which gives Google Gemini access to Gmail, Google Calendar, Drive, Docs, Keep, and Google Tasks. Sweet. So what we're going to do is we're just going to wait a couple seconds here and we're going to return back once this is fully loaded. Awesome. And so our presentation is complete. We'll notice that it's pretty customized to this person, pulling in their email and also pulling in the core challenges as well. I mean, like we can just take a look at leads here and just Command F. We can see leads is a pretty big deal for this particular client and so on and so forth. Continue through this slideshow, and it is looking somewhat similar to Stripe. I wouldn't say it's like absolutely one-to-one match, but you can see that it's somewhat of the way there. And the thing is with all of these slideshows, it's never going to be 100% perfect, right? And if you have to go in and update this in real time, well, you can just export this to slides. And what's going to happen is it's going to load this and export it for you immediately for you to go ahead and change whatever it is that you want to change. Sweet. So we'll open that up in Google Slides. And of course, we can go ahead and change whatever it is that we want to change. So I could just say prepared for Jono instead of their actual email, which seems kind of a bit weird. Sweet. And so moving on to number 4 as the use case, we're going to talk about the context of Gemini, because like just a couple of years ago, if you recall using like ChatGPT and all these other large language models, it would always cut off and it would be always frustrating because there just would never be enough space. But Google Gemini has changed that because they can absorb so much information. It's honestly astronomical. So take a look at this because this is wild to me. Look at this PDF. We got 32 pages. We got another one here is, well, only 2. Another one is 22, 9, 328, 11, 6, 415, and 405. Now, if you're anything like me, like this would probably take you at least 2 days, but let's be honest, this would be so boring that it'd probably drag out to like 6 months. And what we're going to do is we're going to upload all of those files into Google Gemini right now. And we're going to watch it absorb all of that and then extract any information that we want to out of these files. And so all of these documents, they're all about how to learn how to code. And so I'm just going to ask one simple question here, which is what are the core patterns that show up again and again, and where do beginners actually get stuck when applying them? And again, it's going to be able to answer my question based on the PDFs that I uploaded. So I'm just going to give it a couple seconds here and then resume once it's finished analyzing these files. Oh man, that was a long time. Oh my gosh. Do I have like wrinkles up here? Is my hair okay? Is it a bit gray? I'm just kidding. That was like 20 seconds, but we can see that the analysis has been completed. It is summarized around like, I want to say like 1,500 pages and given us a report on the question we asked about how best to learn how to code. Now, I'm not going to read this because I think there's a lot of more interesting things to talk about than how to learn how to code, but essentially you can upload documents and it will answer any questions that you have about the material that you upload. Sweet. And so moving on to use case number 5, which is a huge game changer. By the way, if you have to extract any data from documents, this is going to be absolutely game changing for you. So let me paint a picture. Let's say you run a small business and you have all of these hundreds or thousands of receipts that you've diligently saved until the year end, and you realize that you have to extract all the line items out of it. Now, there's probably not many things in life that are more boring than sitting down and reading invoices and extracting the line items. I'm sorry to all the accountants out there. I did not mean to offend you, but I just can't think of anything less exciting to do than that. But with Gemini 3.0, what you can do, you can upload all of these separate invoices and then ask it to be able to pull out all the data from these invoices and add it natively directly into a Google spreadsheet that it's going to create for you from within Gemini 3.0. You can ask it to extract things like subtotals, tax, the total business, same service, invoice number, and date. We're going to go ahead and fire that off. And what it's going to do is analyze all of these documents, extract it, put it into a Google Sheet, and with one click of a button, you can export that into Google Sheets. Now, once you have it in Google Sheets, what you can do is go ahead and share that with your bookkeeper or accountant, or do whatever it is that you want with it, and you're essentially done. Now, that's just one use case: invoices, receipts, whatever the case may be, but there's a lot of other use cases out there dealing with extracting data from certain documents. Sweet. So moving on, we have use case number 6 here, which is all about using Google Maps to be able to plan out your day or plan out a trip. So for example, you could say, hey, Google Gemini, I'm heading over to New York for a day. Can you please, first of all, find me a hotel that I can stay at under $250 because I'm on a budget? And can you also create an itinerary with the 5 most popular things that I can do in New York, and build a plan in Google Maps for me to go between all the locations in the most efficient route possible? And so first of all, it's going to pull in some popular hotels, okay, that we can see here. And maybe this looks good. I can go ahead and book that for the night. And then the next thing that it's going to do is it's going to say, hey, here are the 5 locations. We can actually go ahead and open this up conveniently in Google Maps. Here are the 5 locations of things that you can do. So here's your hotel, and then we have Brooklyn Bridge, we got 9/11 Memorial Museum, and so on and so forth. And it's literally going to map out this entire itinerary for you from start to finish in the most convenient route possible. Now let's move on to use case number 7, which is all about organizing Google Sheets. So let me paint a picture for you. Let's say you're a freelancer, or you got a side hustle, you're selling stuff online, and you have a Google Sheet, which is just an absolute train wreck, like an absolute dumpster fire. There's information absolutely everywhere. It's completely disorganized, and you want to organize this. And let's say maybe it's not just 12 rows as an example, but it's like 1,000 or 2,000 rows, and you just don't want to do it because it'll take absolutely, well, a very long time. What you can do is you can come into Gemini, you can paste in that CSV file, okay, and you can ask it to essentially organize everything. You can ask it to convert all of the currency. You can ask it to remove any refunded or failed rows or anything missing product names. You can convert the date into the corresponding format, all of that kind of stuff. And what it's going to do is, of course, analyze that CSV file that we uploaded, which looks exactly like this, and then it's going to go ahead and organize it for you on your behalf. So again, if this is a massive file, this could save you an absolute ton of time. So we've gone ahead and we've generated this. Now I'm just going to follow up and say, please give this to me as a Google Sheet. And it should take that information and it should be able to export that directly into Google Sheets. Okay, sweet. And there we go. We're going to export this and compare in just a matter of a second when this is completed. So we can see that it's removed anything that's refunded. It's gone ahead and it's converted everything into USD and so on and so forth. And so, yeah, it's cleaned everything up for us. Now what we're gonna do is head over to the 8th and the final use case for Google Gemini. And this one, I kid you not, if you use it properly, it can 10x your productivity in your work, in your business, or whatever you're doing. So what we're doing is we're connecting Google Gemini into a platform called N8N, which is a workflow builder. Now here's the problem up until this point in time, is that any one of these use cases, we actually have to, first of all, log into Google Gemini. We have to send the message, we have to wait for the response, and then we have to reply back and forth until we get the correct answer. But what if just what if, instead of you having to log in every single time, be present at the point of this conversation, you could have 1,000 or 10,000 of these interactions happening without you actually being there, without you even thinking about it. Just imagine eating, sleeping, living your life, and all of these thousands of different tasks are just being automated without you having to ever be there present. Cool. And so that is how NADN works. What it allows you to do is connect in all of your favorite tools that you're currently using on a day-to-day basis. Let me start off with a really simple workflow and then show you what you can build from this. So for example, let's say you have an AI automation agency like myself. When people are interested in my services, the first thing they'll do is go to my website and fill out a form over here. And as soon as they fill out the form, the first thing we want to do is we want to call them. And so when a form is submitted in NADN, we can automatically send a notification to our sales team to go ahead and call that person in a matter of a couple seconds. And so that is just a really basic workflow that you can build inside NADN, but you can supercharge it and build really complicated things. And so with this workflow, what we're doing is we're using Google Gemini and all of these steps to be able to literally generate this blog post in front of me. Now, keep in mind, all of the styling was generated using AI. The pictures were generated using artificial intelligence. Even this table down here, which I find oddly sexy, was generated using AI. Even the whole blog post was completely SEO optimized using artificial intelligence. And why this matters is because in my last business that I sold, I was able to use a system like this to scale up to 1,500 clicks every single day on Google through Google SEO, which resulted in dozens of leads every single month, which also resulted in tens of thousands of additional revenue every single month. And that's the kind of stuff that you can do using NADN and Gemini without you ever having to be present. All you do is build it once and run it forever. And so those are all the use cases in this particular video. If you guys are interested in learning more about AI, automation, or NADN, you can take a look at my YouTube channel because I have so many of these videos on how you can automate every single part of your life, and all the blueprints that I walk through, like this blog post generator, are all given away completely for free. And if you want to take it to the next level, I highly recommend taking a look at my school community over here, where there are 3 transformations. Number 1 is to learn these tools so you can save time and earn more money. Number 2 is for those of you who are business owners. I show you in 2 months or less how you can automate up to 80% of your existing business. Now, I've automated 2 7-figure businesses in large part thanks to AI and automation. And I'm going to give you the exact blueprints that worked for me so that you can copy, paste, and deploy them into your own business. And the third transformation is for those of you who are looking to sell AI automation services to existing business owners, because there's thousands of people literally begging for these solutions every single day. And within 30 days or less, I'll show you how to find, sell, and fulfill your first deal. So thanks guys so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit that subscribe button down below and that like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.